Marvel almost ruined Spider-Man. I know when I say that it might sound crazy, but yeah, this is true. Marvel almost ruined Spider-Man. And you could say Sony as well too, because Sony actually had owned the rights to Spider-Man. But why am I saying that? Hear me out. So with Spider-Man, he been around for a good while, and we'll just talk about from the 90s all the way to now. There's been a lot of Spider-Man being put out from the 90s all the way to now. Movies, TV shows, a whole bunch of stuff when it comes to Spider-Man in particular. Now, the problem though when it came to Spider-Man is that we were seeing a lot of Spider-Man, and Spider-Man was becoming basically a repetitive character in a way. You know, Peter Parker, get bit by a spider, Aunt May, Uncle Ben, we already know their roles. If you know anything about Spider-Man, the same thing will stay the same, and they didn't really change it up too much. Now, Marvel and Sony together basically did something that I found to be very, very smart when it came to Spider-Man, and I feel like it made the Spider-Man character more versatile, and it was one of the smartest moves I feel like that any company made with one of their properties. Now, when you would say Spider-Man, who comes to mind when somebody says Spider-Man? It will always be Peter Parker, right? But Marvel and Sony did something really, really smart. So I'm going to start with the first thing, and this is actually my favorite thing when it comes to Spider-Man now. So Spider-Man, what they did, they turned Spider-Man from being basically, oh, Peter Parker is Spider-Man, to Spider-Man being more of a mantle. What do I mean by that? If you pay attention, within recent times, what they really did, they really put more of an emphasis on what it is to be Spider-Man. We've been getting all these different Spider-Mans, such as Miles Morales, who gained a lot of popularity within the last decade, really, because the push from video games, the stuff that they've been doing with the cartoons, their movies, and all that other stuff. Miles Morales been getting a huge push when it comes to Marvel actually making him more of a popular character. And not only that, he is in probably the biggest Spider-Man movie to ever come out, because a lot of people still waiting for the next Spider-Verse movie. But the Spider-Verse movie, it was one of the biggest successful Spider-Man movies of all time. And the two main people that people are worried about when it comes to the Spider-Verse movie, Peter Parker not even one of them, is Miles Morales and Miguel O'Hara, who's another Spider-Man that a lot of people like, that is really, really popular. Cool design, but probably the biggest Spider-Man movie to ever come out is starring two Spider-Mans that's not even Peter Parker. And then we can't forget about the popularity of Spider-Gwen, because Spider-Gwen is actually gaining traction and all like that. The more and more people see her, the more popular that she's getting as well. And Spider-Punk and all the other Spider-Mans that you can really think of that you've been seeing over the past few years or so, Spider-Man is really becoming more of a mantle, and not really too much of this character is Spider-Man. It's now more of these characters are Spider-Man, and that's something that gave Spider-Man more versatility, and you can actually tell different stories with that aspect right there in particular. Now, also another thing as well that I feel like that really helped Spider-Man as well is what the MCU did with Spider-Man. Now, the thing that I like about the MCU version of Spider-Man with Tom Holland, which I feel like that's the best Spider-Man that been portrayed in movies, is the fact that he's very, very versatile in this aspect. So you have Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, for example, right? With Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, he obviously has to be the main character in the movie. He has to be. He's not really a sidekick type character. But Tom Holland, on the other hand, he was actually able to play the side role with like Tony Stark and all like that as learning. Or you can actually make him the main character in the movie. Or if you have a big movie like the Avengers movie, he was able to kind of play like more of like a supporting role. And that gave Spider-Man more versatility, and it kind of changed some things that gave a fresher take on Spider-Man and all that as well. And these things right here stopped Marvel from ruining Spider-Man to where Spider-Man just got to the point where it's like, dang, okay, we get Spider-Man, Peter Parker, we know the story over and over again. What else can you do with him? Now you have a lot you can do with him, and I gotta say, it's definitely one of the smartest things that Marvel did that people don't really talk about too much. I really like the fact that they did that, and it really makes Spider-Man a bigger character, and you could do so much more storytelling and all with all these different Spider-Mans. But I would like to hear your thoughts on that. How do you feel about how Spider-Man is portrayed now? Because it's not really, oh, Peter Parker is Spider-Man. It's really more about all the different Spider-Mans that take on the mantle. And speaking of a mantle, I did a video talking about the Green Lantern, how he deserves more respect. He's also another character to where you have multiple people that pick up that mantle as Green Lantern. You guys, y'all can check that out. Link to that in the description. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share the video, and also follow me on the platform you're watching me on. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Shade, and I am out.